Hello family, welcome back to the channel. So they hating on ShaCarri. I'm looking at a bunch of frogs right now, symbolizing luck. But yeah, ShaCarri Richardson, the Olympian that I did a whole tarot reading, not about, but she made herself known. And a few of my recent tarot spreads, a lot of female Olympians, the way that the energy speaks to you and the way that the ancestors speak to you, you know. And you don't have to believe me. Go and watch my most recent readings. Air signs, you know, the amateur male archetype or energy, and most people think of a witch. They don't really think of a witch as an Olympian track star, or a witch as, you know, when they think of a witch, they don't really think of a witch as fixing a freaking car or fixing a door in your house or fixing. Look, I have roofers equipment on top of my roof right now. That is witchy activity. Friggin' grown men standing on top of a roof, fixing a roof. But, you know, she is most likely going to get disqualified for entering the Olympics after a long life of training and becoming the fastest person there is in regards to female relay races because of marijuana. But then, you know, we have Michael Phelps, one of the greatest Olympic swimmers, who's probably smoked more marijuana than her, swim back and forth in a pool and win 19, 20, 21 gold medals. But we won't allow this young woman to smoke cannabis a week after her mother has died. And why is this triggering for me, or why I can sympathize with this? Because even me, I'm going through something right now. Actually, I've been going through something almost my entire life, but I'm going to be fair and say 17 years old when I had my entire body opened up. The human's body is not meant to be opened up. And today I still deal with many of things that comes with my body being opened up. And I deal with pain every day. So I smoke marijuana. But the police will not ask me that when they pull me over. Even though I don't ride around with marijuana in my car, they'll piss test me. They'll take me away from my family for almost a year and then ask me to pay $1,000 to put myself on probation. They call it pretrial determination or pretrial intervention, which is basically an admission of guilt. So if I was outside at my house in the middle of the night like this, they would violate me. If I was at a job interview and I didn't pick up the phone or my cell when they call me, they will violate me. If I smoke marijuana, even though I'm at a concert and I've never been to a concert in my life, and maybe I want to walk out on the beach and smoke a freaking cigarette or something like that, they would arrest me for having marijuana in my system from 2-3 months ago. I'm not a murderer though. I'm not out here doing shrooms and crack cocaine and meth and out here shooting up people, right? They will find any way to disrespect black people in this country. One of the greatest Olympic runners, you know, I have an affinity for it because my stepsister, even though I don't really care for them, my stepsister was an Olympic, a collegiate track runner. You know, she didn't make much of herself because she wanted to date gay girls and, you know, turn down celebrities that wanted to marry her. But that's not all of us. All of us, the majority of the smart people, we have aspirations and we have things that we're trying to accomplish in life. And it's not the first time someone ever smoked marijuana in history, and it won't be the last. I'm pretty sure your children's probably going to make money, all these politicians, because they're going to jump. They're going to switch lanes and try to jump into the lane of the common folk. Marijuana is just the same as alcohol was a year ago when they tried to ban alcohol, but they couldn't because white men loved it so much. Although it was intoxicating them to beat their children and harm their wives. When I drink marijuana, I don't get in car crashes. Or when I smoke marijuana, I don't get in car crashes. Or I don't smoke myself to death. So there's a clear difference and distinction between marijuana and alcohol. But, you know, I'm not here to be some kind of extravagant person that's out here like, oh, let's make marijuana legal, let's make alcohol legal, and all these things. It should be regulated. You shouldn't be allowed to smoke marijuana until you're 18 years old, or whatever rule they're gonna come up with 10, 20 years from now in regards to marijuana. You know, again, myself, people won't pick my brain. They'll just throw me in prison and let me rot for the next 50 years off of a marijuana charge, even though it's legal. But they'll never ask me how I help their children get over suicidal thoughts. They'll never ask someone how marijuana can help someone deal with a life-threatening disease. You know, they'll never ask a woman how smoking marijuana help her get over you know, delivering babies and stuff like that. You know, these women go through PTSD. These men go through PTSD when they come back home from wars. Why are we still sending men off to fight wars? Why are there still even wars? Are you going to go to war on this planet, or are you going to send freaking drones and rovers off on another planet? Yeah, they have freaking drones on a planet now. You thought they only had drones here on Earth? No, they're sending freaking drones to freaking Mars and any other planet that they can put a rolling or flying electronic vehicle on. They want to take the time to explore aliens in their world, but they don't take time to explore the people and figure out what's going on with the people in this country. We won't make it off this planet. Go watch more zombie movies and figure out what happens to the heads of state when the people feel like they have nothing else to live for. You're not making it off this planet. Like, for real. So weird. You made it off this planet and onto the moon 50, 60 years ago, and the times have changed, and the best excuse you want to use is the equipment was more. Even I can kind of put it into context. The equipment, they don't make things the way they used to make them back then. A car isn't as tough as a car was made back then. Everything now is acrylic and freaking plastic. They had a little bit more steel and metal back in the day. So who knows? Maybe the plane, the spaceships and the rockets were a little bit more steel. Maybe they were a little bit more metal and unaffected by radiation. But even still, the human consciousness and what we're able to perceive and create on this planet, like, they probably done already created a spaceship and they're flying it around, trying to make it seem like it's aliens. But that's enough ranting from me. I just had to come out here, and it's like 4 in the morning. I have time and space is irrelevant. I had one of my cousins who's traveling all around America, you know, on his own business. He's a trucker. Showed up at my doorstep at 3 o'clock, you know, in the witching hour, and he's like, yo, listen, I got a dump. I got a data dump I need to give you. So I just received a download, and I have to sit down and contemplate it, and do more writing, do more shooting videos. As soon as I try to get a chance to sit down and relax myself, yeah, I see this, you know, messing with the young warrior, the young girl, like, it's crazy, man. We got the gymnastic Olympian. We have the half Asian, half black chick, Osa. We got Olympic runners. It's like, what more could you ask for? What more do you need to see? These are the people that we need to be encouraging and empowering. You know, when I talk about double chi and when I talk about superheroes, this is the whole template here. It's the whole template. Yeah, man. We gotta protect our warriors, our true leaders. They help exemplify what strength is, what leadership is, what accomplishing your goals is. And these are young people. They need guidance. They don't need you to, you know, poke them like bears in a freaking a media interview until they start crying. We don't need that. So again, marijuana is not the same as someone freaking taking a machete to someone's neck. Right, Shango? It's not the same thing. It's not the same thing. She's just running. Running away from her problems. Or running towards her problems. I can't speak for the young girl. Again, people think saying I love you every day is how you express your love to someone. But what if I took that machete and I chopped my own tongue out and I was not able to say I love you every day, or I was not able to come out every day and give these robust lectures and speeches? Would you still love me then? I could still write. Oh, man. And of course, we have the Hard Rock Stadium that's approximately 30 to 40 miles away from me, but the beam of light that's coming from the famous guitar that everyone wants to come to Florida to see is reaching all the way up into the celestial heavens and celestial space. Like, they think that they're conquering the heaven planes. Can you guys see it? No, you can't see it. It's not focused enough. But there's a giant beam of light, like it's some form of a freaking space elevator. So rude and so disrespectful to our planet. Be safe. Love you guys.